Hello, students. Hope you are doing great. Today, I will talk about adolescent mental health problems, which is undoubtedly a very sensitive topic indeed. But unfortunately, for most of the children, this remain an undiagnosed health concern throughout their childhood, which ultimately lead to a vulnerable state of emotional disorder. And sometimes it can be so intense that students can put themselves at high risk of various other problems, including anxiety disorders, trouble with school and law enforcement, and sometimes even much worse, such as addiction to drug and alcohol kind of substances. If you are experiencing persistent feelings of sadness or low mood, or if you find yourself becoming easily irritable or intolerant of others, including friends and family members, apparently without any reason, it may be possible that you are struggling with feelings of helplessness and a sense of being out of control in your life. You may also be feeling confused and socially isolated, spending long periods of time alone in your room without even noticing how much time has already passed. Additionally, you may have lost interest in activities that you once enjoyed, such as after school clubs, music practice, sports, and find little to no enjoyment in the things you once liked. If any of these experiences resonate with you, this session could be an opportunity to address and resolve some of these issues. So keep an eye out for the entire session, okay? Unfortunately, many children today are not able to fully experience an important part of childhood that occurs between the years ages 6 to 13. During this time, they should have the opportunity to engage in various activities like spending time with family members, friends, enjoying leisurely conversation on the ground, and exploring the surroundings. However, these experiences have been replaced with a fast paced culture that includes the pervasive influence of social media. Even though social media platforms are meant for children at least 15 years and older, but still many younger kids are accessing them. This reality highlights a concerning trend that deprives children of valuable development experiences and contributes to the erosion of childhood. We conducted an online survey in which we invited students to share their thoughts and feelings about the issues they face on a daily basis but are unable to deal with. It was a blind survey so that students could remain anonymous throughout the process. Unfortunately, we come across such grave issues that kids are forced to deal with in their daily lives. So I thought I would share some of them with you as well. But wait for one moment. Before that, I want to make sure you know that this session is not only about sharing someone else's problems, but we have also come up with some solutions so that if you find your situation related to any of this, then how do you overcome this situation strategically? We will discuss that as well, okay? So, starting with the first one, school makes me depressed. In addition to the physical and academic hardships, we also face a lot of social problems and drama. We have such an awful school system today that it literally causes us all the clinical depression instead of giving us the opportunity to learn. In my school, I am trained by a senior. The way she teaches me every day is just use your head. Well, if you really have head, don't you feel ashamed of yourself? Whenever I complain to my teachers, I always receive responses like this. She is not bullying you. She is just teaching you. Work hard. Do exactly what the senior orders you to do. When you make mistakes, admit it, apologize it, and correct it immediately. It makes me feel like crying every day when my parents fight. The problem is beyond my ability to solve, and I have no idea what to do. It has been so many years now. Everything I need was provided to me except for peace and happiness. I used to walk on the terrace and cry occasionally. I love my parents. I love them a lot. I cannot speak ill about them. They have a privacy and I respect that. But my dad is a very abusive parent. He often punch my mom. Yesterday both of them have a big fight. My mom even wanted to kill herself. It's so hard to me because I am the only one who understands. I have two little brothers and they still can't understand. In class, my drawing teacher would always attempt to demoralize me, criticizing my tardiness or comparing myself to my classmates in an effort to make me feel unworthy of studying and drawing. I find him so theoretical and atrocious. His teaching consists of simply memorizing instruction without any practical application. Due to him, I am now losing interest in my drawing. This is how some teachers can ruin a student's learning experience. It is often through hard challenges and difficulties that we discover our hidden potential. It is normal to be remain sad when you are going through such difficult times in life, and it usually goes away after a while. However, in reality, anxiety and stress are mental disorders that can cause serious symptoms that may negatively affect how you feel, how you think, manage your day-to-day activities. Individuals who develop emotional maturity at an early age of their life and are also quite sensitive by nature may have a greater likelihood of experiencing, or I would say you may have double the chances to be diagnosed with such issues of mood disorders. Depression can link to various psychological risk factors such as low self-esteem, negative body image, a tendency of self-criticizing, and feeling helplessness when facing negative situations. Additionally, it may be influenced by a mixed attitude towards gaining more independence, as well as changes in relationships with your family members, including parents, siblings, and struggles with an identity formation. Together, these factors can all contribute to an increased vulnerability in your mental health. Okay, so these are some common issues you may experience during your adolescence, and I recommend that you make a list of specific things that are bothering you in your daily life. Identifying the problem is an important step towards finding the right solution, and simply acknowledging the issue can be a significant part of resolving it. By writing down your concerns, you may gain greater clarity and insight into your thoughts and feelings and be better equipped to address them. Always remember one thing, that taking action, even small steps every day, can make a huge difference in improving your overall well-being. Well, now that you have identified the issues that are troubling you, the next step is to work towards finding solutions. I would like to offer you some practical tips that have been quite effective for many of my students and even for me also when I was at your age, that is when I was in school. But wait, before proceeding with tips, I would like to emphasize that if you are experiencing serious issues such as weight gain, insomnia, extreme sleep disorders kind of things, then it is crucial that you better seek for medical attention right away. I recommend that you consider participating in a clinical trial and seek a meaningful consultation with your family doctor, which is also absolutely normal. There is nothing to worry about that, okay? Now, when looking for solutions to combat mental disorders, one effective tip which I personally experimented quite helpful is to keep your body active as much as possible. Even though depression may make you feel lethargic, it's important to push yourself to be active. For instance, you can force yourself to engage in various outdoor activities like jogging, sports, dancing, or anything that makes your body active, that makes you a busybody. If you prefer, invite a friend to join with you. Starting an activity can help uplift your mood, so it's important to keep it up. So basically what I am suggesting is that you should be a busybody rather than a busy mind. Okay, another most helpful technique to combat negative feelings is by focusing on your creativity skills. Engage in activities that allow you to express yourself creatively, such as writing, singing, drawing, creating music, remixes, painting, photography, making videos on YouTube, cooking, public speaking, or designing logos. There are lots of things. Invest your time and effort in such activities, even if it feels difficult at first, since you are starting from scratch. Keep pushing forward no matter how small your progress may seem, and you will eventually notice that your negative feelings have magically transformed into positive ones. Now, let's say you have a friend or your closed one, your brother, sisters, who is going through such a challenging phase. Here is one more important tip for how you can support them too. First thing you have to do is don't try to solve the problem. Instead, validate it. If you notice that someone close to you is going through a problem that you can relate to yourself, maybe you have already experienced those issues in the past, then it's important to validate their feelings and avoid immediately jumping to solutions. Rather than giving them advice without being asked, it is often wiser to simply listen them and offer emotional support. For example, you can validate like this way: I see, it's so awful. Or this way: yes, I can understand how important it is to you. Or you can express your feelings in this way: this sounds really hard, but I think you can manage it. By doing this, you will let them know that their feelings are absolutely normal and understandable. Your friend may not be seeking a solution to their problems, but rather a connection with someone who will just listen and offer support. By empathizing with their situation and providing a safe space for them to talk about their feelings, you can help them feel heard and understand. This can be a powerful way to provide support and help your friend navigate their challenges. Okay, so as we come to the end of our session, I hope that my ideas have been helpful and that you can take action to make a positive impact in your life and the lives of those around you. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you notice any errors in my suggestions, please don't hesitate to reach me out. Your feedback will help me to improve and correct my mistakes. Okay? Once again, thank you for your time and attention. I wish you all the best on your journey to success and fulfillment. See you soon in another session. Till then, bye.